Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Forrester, Brooke and Ridge go over how blessed they are, but he admits he's still concerned about Taylor. Brooke understands. She assures him that his partner is a strong woman. They wonder if she'll find a new man. At that veritably moment, Cleric knocks on Taylor's office door. She invites him in and asks how effects are going with Sheila. They go over Sheila paying her a visit to thank her. Cleric is thankful as well. He tells Tay she's been a lifeline to him and one he doesn't want to lose. Sitting, Deacon still wants to see Taylor as a case. She can help him grow, and he believes he can help her too. At Il Giardino, Steffy pays Sheila a surprise visit. She'll no way understand how she kept the secret about Luna from everyone. Sheila assures her that she can go on living her life since Luna's in captivity. Steffy learns she deceived Deacon and nearly lost her marriage, but Taylor induced him to give her alternate chance. Steffy rolls her eyes as Steffy does her "I'm a changed woman" routine, pointing out that it didn't last. Sheila tells her that her mama helped Deacon work through his issues over the treason. Taylor saved my marriage to my hubby, and I'll ever be in her debt. Steffy arrives back at the office as Brooke tells Ridge she admires him for being concerned about Taylor. His son gets in a poke about him jilting her mama again, but acknowledges that he'll always watch about her. Brooke insists she does too. As Ridge tries to question Steffy about what her mama is over to, Taylor swapping grins with Cleric in her office. Turning serious, Sharp says he knows what it must have done to her to have gone through the Brooke and Ridge stuff through the times. Taylor notes they're both Brooke's roadkill. Deacon lets her know he's there for her. She assures him she's forfeiture, but he questions if she's truly happy. Steffy takes Ridge to task for making pledges to her mama and breaking them again. She knows it was because he nearly lost his Logan. She doesn't like it, but she understands what drew him back to the Golden, and her mama does too. Steffy says her mama has changed. Brooke prodigies if she has another man. Steffy knows she'd like that, and vows her mama will find someone to make her happy. In Taylor's office, she tries to get the discussion back on the case, but Cleric prodigies if she's truly conceded to herself the risk that the reverse and forth with Ridge has taken on her. Her kiddies need her to feel fulfilled, which will no way be with their father. Ridge isn't the Joe for you. Making a sincere speech, Cleric urges her to put Ridge forcefully in the history, and takes her hand in his as he declares that there's no bone. Who deserves to be appreciated, respected, admired, and loved as important as she does. Remy to be on a charge to save his relationship. Ridge and Steffy make a decision about hope for the future. Remy and Deke. After getting pressure from everyone, Deke eventually introduced the platoon to his swain. The developer was ignorant of Remy's history with Electra and Will. Remy asked his swain not to mention his name at Forrester Creations. Deke no way imagined Remy had deep faked Electra. Remy will be determined to hold on to Deke. Still, his career could be affected by this situation. Deke really wanted this job at Forrester Creations, especially working for hope for the future. The youthful man took a threat to make his dream come true. Now he's been lowered by chancing out about his swain's real history. It would have been nice if Remy had given Deke a heads up before this whole situation happened. In any case, Deke's future could take a mega hit. Ridge and Steffy make a decision about Hope's fashion line. Everything has been good so far, and the public is agitated about the line coming back. They allowed. That Deke was the perfect developer for Hope. The Remy situation could force Steffy and Ridge to issue an claim. Could Steffy and Ridge tell Deke that he can stay on as developer, but only if he ends effects with Remy? That's quite possible and is veritably much like the Forrester family. I could see Deke agreeing, but keeping Remy a secret. Electra was just delivered another stunner. At the same time as Electra and Will are dealing with Luna captivity gestation, and now Remy comes back. Electra knows Deke is a good person, but now she's going to be constantly reminded of her history with Remy. The girl literally just over that trauma, so let's see how she handles this situation. Ridge and Brooke are thwarted by Taylor. Remy tries to explain as Deke runs out. At Forrester Creations, Ridge wants to know what's on his woman's mind. It's Cleric and Taylor. Why would Taylor push Cleric to reunite with Sheila? They do and understand it, and Ridge wants to talk about commodity differently. They're happy to be together again. At the exchange, Remy insists he's not who he used to be. He doesn't want to lose his amazing life with Deke. Remy admits his conduct were horrible, but he was spooked of losing Electra. He wants her remission, but Electra wouldn't ever give that to him. Remy ruined her old life and her new bone, too. She wouldn't be anyone's victim ever again. Electra tells Deke that he's a good Joe, but Remy is not. The developer flees and Remy chases after him. Will is proud of how flexible Electra is. Katie hopes that Remy doesn't manipulate Deke again. Electra hates Remy, but feels for Deke. Will and Electra aren't going to let anything or anyone come between their love. At Forrester Creations, Remy catches up with Deke. The youthful man tries to explain that he's a different man now. Deke says his conduct were crazed. How could he do commodity so awful to Electra? Remy doesn't want him giving up. He agrees to tell him everything he wants to know. Sheila and Deacon are at their place. He's looking forward to the future. They bandy Deke's mysterious new swain. The content changes to Taylor. Sheila went to thank her for helping get her marriage back. Sheila thinks Taylor is just inconceivable. Cleric does too, but doesn't say it. Cleric just says that reuniting with Sheila was the right thing to do. Sheila says she'll be by Deacon's side at the marriage. What better way to solidify their position as a couple? At Brooke's house, Bill is getting a bouquet assignment from Beth. Liam and Hope explain Beth is officiating the marriage. Hope arrives and says effects were crazy at work. Beth talks about marriage plans and suggests onion rings for the food. Beth admits there's one person she doesn't want at the marriage: Sheila. Hope's little moment with Liam might not last too long. That's because there's a veritably good chance that Thomas might come back into city and disrupt the harmony that's between Hope and Liam right now. Because if there's anything that we've learned about Thomas over the times, it's that he's someone who always wants what he can't have. And in this case, he might veritably well want Hope again now that she's engaged to Liam, formerly more. But Hope might also realize that she still has some passions left over for the handsome Forrester Creations fashion developer. They've always had a drive and pull dynamic between them. Beth to have a marriage demand. Sheila is about to get a harsh consummation. Remy issues a hopeless plea to Deke. Hope and Liam marriage. The couple will be excitedly planning their coming matrimonial event. Still, Liam and Hope are scarified when Beth makes a demand. The little girl says that she doesn't want that lady at the marriage. That's when Liam kneels down, each concerned, and asks who she's talking about. Beth doesn't want Sheila at the marriage. Cleric will be attending the marriage as he's the father of the bridegroom. When Hope tells her pater that Beth doesn't want Sheila at the marriage, he'll have no choice but to agree. The hard part is going to be telling Sheila that she's not invited. Sheila gushes excitedly about how she's attending the marriage because she's Hope's mammy. Deacon will going to have to tell her the verity, that Beth doesn't want her there. We aren't sure when the marriage is going to take place, but Liam isn't going to want to waste any further time without his family. So, it might be enough hot. Still, Deacon probably wouldn't be at the marriage alone. Will Sheila assent on the espousal only to find Cleric and Taylor in each other's arms? Although Remy claims not to be that person presently, Deke tells him his conduct were crazed. Remy has gashes in his eyes as he begs his mate not to judge him grounded on his history. The Forrester family is enough controlling. They always feel to mandate who someone can be with romantically. So, will Deke's relationship peril his new career?